The pride of the High Plains, the Balko Bison, are on the air. Balko Bison basketball is brought to you by Squirtle, Watonga Cheese Factory, Crossroads Express, Casey Cowan Custom Haying, Summit Wealth Strategies LLC, and Tri-State Heating and Air. And now for your Crossroads Express pregame show. I want to welcome everybody out to the Duster Dome here in Beaver, Oklahoma for this third round matchup between the Balko Lady Bison and the Beaver Lady Dusters. We're going to take a quick break to hear from our sponsors. When we come back, we will have the Crossroads Express pregame show, the starting lineups, and tonight's matchup between Balko and Beaver, two teams that are very close to each other and have played each other very evenly throughout the years. Balko Lady Bison basketball will continue in just a moment. Watonga Cheese Factory has been producing the finest cheese in Oklahoma and Texas for over 80 years. Locally owned and operated, the folks at Watonga Cheese Factory have summer sausages, the best homemade cheddar cheeses in the region, spiced pickles, homespun honey, and their famous cheese curds. Located in Perryton, Watonga Cheese Factory also has gift baskets and offer delivery options. Visit Watonga Cheese Factory at 2018 South Main Street in Perryton or call them at 806-648-4310. Watonga Cheese Factory is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Casey Cowan Custom Haying services the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles for all of your haying needs. From swatting and baling to hay sales for cattle and horses, Casey Cowan Custom Haying is the best option for your farm and ranch needs. Contact Casey Cowan at 580-628-7464 for all of your haying and hay service needs. Casey Cowan Custom Haying is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Crossroads Express is your one-stop shop for your convenience store and gas needs, located at the intersection of Highways 412 and 83 at Bryan's Corner. Crossroads Express features specialty deli items like Louisiana meat pies, crawfish pies, boudin, as well as corn dogs, and everyone's favorite beef and bean burritos. And the Crossroads Express gas station has your gas and diesel needs that you'll need to make it a road trip. Call 580-361-2529 for your calling orders and let the folks at Crossroads Express take care of you. Crossroads Express is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Panhandle living is hard, and with our scorching summers and frigid winters, if your heating or air isn't working, it can get even harder. Let the fine folks at Tri-State Heating and Air help you make it through the seasons in comfort. Licensed and insured for over 20 years, Bryce Sager and the folks at Tri-State Heating and Air are well equipped to handle your HVAC, air and refrigeration, and heating needs. Locally owned and operated, Tri-State Heating and Air understand the unique needs of folks in the Panhandle. Contact them at 580-525-1820 and let Tri-State Heating and Air make your home or business more comfortable. Tri-State Heating and Air is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. In this time where there's so much insecurity in the world, the one thing you need to be able to rely on is your financial situation. That's where the folks at Summit Wealth Strategies LLC come in. Located in Alva, Summit Wealth Strategies LLC specializes in tax, payroll, and financial management services designed to help folks in the Panhandle and northwestern Oklahoma handle whatever insecurities the world throws at us. Contact Van Johnson at 580-609-4880 and let him give you the financial security and peace of mind you need to make it through any situation. Summit Wealth Strategies LLC is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to the Crossroads Express pregame show live from the Duster Dome here in Beaver, Oklahoma. We want to thank everyone for joining us for this broadcast of Balko Lady Bison basketball. If you're listening, please let us know where you're listening from. Like and follow us on Facebook at Balko Bison Sports Network and on Twitter at Balko Sports. Shoot us a quick message and let us know where you're listening from, who you're rooting for. We'll give you a shout out on air. We love talking to fans during our broadcast, and we look forward to hearing from you. And now for the Crossroads Express pregame show. First for the Beaver Lady Dusters. Beaver comes into today's game averaging 42.9 points a game and giving up just 35.5. They're a stout defensive team and have been all year long. Their last 5 games, they've been even more so. Beaver has been, in their last 5 games, averaging 46.4 points a game, giving up 35 on the nose, and they're 4-1 in their last 5 games. Sorry about that. Having to do some camera adjusting as we go. The Beaver Lady Dusters come into today's matchup riding a 4-game win streak. In those 4 games, they're averaging just under 51 points a game and are outscoring their opponents by an average of 16 points per game. Coach Ginger Looper has her squad playing at a high level and is peaking at just the right time. Beaver qualified for this Class B third-round matchup by defeating Allie and Cleo 47-16 in the first round, and then Drummond 38-33 in the district championship game. Last season, Beaver made it to the 4th round of the Class 1A playoffs before falling to Shattuck. Defense has been the Lady Dusters' calling card this season, allowing over 40 points just 5 out of their 14 games. They'll want to make it a half-court game and try to utilize their height advantage. Balko comes into today's game also with a record of 9 wins and 5 losses. They're averaging 41.1 points a game and giving up 38.6. In their last 5 games, their offense has struggled just a little bit for the Lady Bison, averaging just 36.8 points a game while giving up 43.4, but they are 3-2 in those last 5 games. The Lady Bison are on an emotional high after defeating number 15 Boise City 36-35 in their second-round playoff matchup to advance to today's game against Beaver. The Lady Bison backcourt has been formidable on both ends of the court so far in this playoff, putting heavy pressure on opposing defenses, making teams take the shot they want them to take, and making the in-game adjustments necessary to get them to this point. Beaver will be another tough test for Balko, and the Lady Bison will need their front court to step up in a big way today in order to keep their modest win streak alive. A balanced scoring attack for Balko has made the Lady Bison unpredictable, while their aggressive defense has given them the extra possessions they need to play their game. Beaver handily defeated Balko 2 weeks ago here on this very court by a score of 56-44. The 56 points were the Lady Dusters' second highest scoring output of the year. However, after a 13-0 run to start the game, the Lady Bison were able to match them the rest of the game. It's imperative for the Lady Bison that they avoid a slow start and put the pressure on Beaver early. The winner of tonight's game will play the winner of Kremlin Hillsdale versus number 2 Leedy on Tuesday at 6 p.m. at Leedy. The loser will play the winner of the matchup between Hardesty Yarborough and Timberlake on Monday at 6 p.m. also at Leedy. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will have the starting lineups and the start of tonight's matchup. Balko Bison basketball will continue in just a moment. Crossroads Express is your one-stop shop for your convenience store and gas needs, located at the intersection of Highways 412 and 83 at Bryan's Corner. Crossroads Express features a wide variety of ice-cold fountain drinks, candy, snacks. There's a proud vendor of Cajun salsa and pickles, as well as Watonga cheese. And the Crossroads Express gas station has your gas and diesel for your farm and off-road vehicle needs. Crossroads Express also has a gift shop featuring novelty and one-of-a-kind gifts and souvenirs. Call 580-361-2529 for your call-in orders, and let the folks at Crossroads Express take care of you. Crossroads Express is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to the Crossroads Express pregame show live from the Duster Dome here in Beaver, Oklahoma. We want to thank everyone for listening to this broadcast of Balko Lady Bison basketball. For Balko, another thing that they're going to want to keep in mind is they are going to want to and need to avoid foul trouble. they have a tendency to get in early foul trouble in these games. And with limited players as it is, they need to avoid reach-in fouls and the silly fouls that are undisciplined. Now, as the Bison showed in their game against Boise City, they are capable of playing disciplined basketball, and when they do, they are tough to score on. And so this ought to be an interesting matchup. Again, Beaver handily defeated Balko just less than, I think it was exactly 2 weeks ago on this court. And so we're going to see how Balko adjusted. They rebounded very well against Boise City. If they can rebound equally well against Beaver, it should be a very fun and entertaining matchup. I don't know if my voice can handle a match that was just like the one against Boise City, but I would sure love to find out. The starting lineups for today's game. First for the Beaver Dusters. Beaver coming into today's game with a record of 9 wins and 5 losses, and they are coming into this game with a 4-game win streak. The Lady Dusters are coached by Ginger Looper. Number 10, Mallory Schlesman. Number 15, Zoe Weaver, who has recently signed a letter of intent to play at Oklahoma Baptist University. Number 20, Kirsten King. Number 32, Sydney Looper. And number 34, Jaden Mills. For the Balko Lady Bison, coached by Brittany Johnson, assisted by Monty Regier. Number 3, Madeline Trenum. Number 5, Sawyer Stockton. Number 11, Carolyn Olvera. Number 21, Kendall France. And number 24, Aspen Freeman. So again, for Beaver, it is Schlesman, Weaver, King, Looper, and Mills. And for the Lady Bison, it's Trenum, Stockton, Olvera, France, and Freeman. Balko is going to have to prevent Zoe Weaver from going off. Again, Zoe Weaver has committed to play at Oklahoma Baptist University, and so she is obviously an athlete of a very, very high level and caliber. So we're excited for this third-round matchup. Again, both these teams are district champions, and so both teams are currently in a double elimination bracket, which means win or lose, these teams will be playing in Leedy next week. Whether it's Monday or Tuesday will be determined in the next 32 minutes of game time. If it looks like they're about to, the Beaver High School Choir is about to sing the national anthem. And so we'll go ahead and turn it over under the direction of Mrs. Karen McDonald. We will have a listen to the Beaver High School Choir. terrific rendition of the national anthem by the award-winning Beaver High School Choir under the direction of Mrs. Kara McDonald. I've known Ms. McDonald for a while now, and she's absolutely terrific and tremendous. So we're about to be underway. So yeah, for Balko, just avoid the slow start, avoid foul trouble, and we should be able to have ourselves a very good, interesting game. Beaver's a very good team. Beaver has also defeated Boise City this year. They played well against a very high-level competition, and so this should be an exciting game. I feel like the first 3 or 4 minutes are going to dictate how this game is going to go, much like it did in the Boise City game. If Balko can avoid the really slow start like they did against Boise City, it could be a very fun, interesting game. If not, it could turn into a rout early. Beaver in their last game got up to a lead as much as 19 points before Balko was finally able to rein them in just a little bit. It's a good-sized crowd. It's a good-sized crowd, and we should have a nice, lively atmosphere here between Balko and Beaver. These two towns separated by 18 miles. A lot of these people, a lot of these families know each other. They've grown up together. These players know each other. So this is more of a family affair. It's definitely not an unfriendly rivalry in any way, shape, or form. It should be a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. The Balko Bison are on the floor. They're in their road white uniforms with their maroon, or with white lettering and maroon trim. They'll be going from right to left across your screen. Beaver is in their home black uniforms with gold lettering and white trim. They'll be going from left to right across your screen. Mallory Schlesman and Sawyer Stockton to do the jumping honors at this game. Fans are on the feet. The officials in the circle. The ball's in the air. We're underway. Tip is controlled by the Lady Bison. Aspen Freeman controls and hands it off to Carolyn Olvera. Olvera passes over to Madeline Trenum. Trenum driving in. Bounce pass over to France. France crossover dribble being guarded by Looper. Pass over to Olvera between the circles. High pass is too tall and out of bounds. It will be a turnover on the first possession and Beaver basketball. Mallory Schlesman inbounds in front of the Lady Duster bench and does so to Sydney Looper, who walks the ball across the timeline. Over to Schlesman on the near side, holding the ball at her head. Over now to Mills. Mills bounce pass to the block. Driving across the lane is Kirsten King. Back now, three-pointer is no good. Offensive rebound. Putback is also no good. Okay, rebounded by Aspen Freeman, and the Lady Bison come back the other way. 7:15 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score from the Duster Dome in Beaver, Oklahoma. Balko versus Beaver, third-round playoff matchup. This is, both these teams will survive to play again as they are undefeated so far in the playoff. They both have the double elimination ready. Utilizing the Freeman screen, long pass to France. Was not quite ready for it, but she went out and got it anyway. Trenum crossover dribble, hand off to Freeman. Freeman driving in to Olvera, and she walked. Traveling violation, so back-to-back turnovers to start the game for the Lady Bison. Not exactly how Coach Johnson was hoping to start the game. And the Lady Dusters limp out in front of their bench. 6:46 to go here in the first quarter. Looper brings the ball across the timeline, passes over to Weaver, now down, back to Weaver, give and go. Three-pointer from the wing is good. Three-point basket good for Jaden Mills, and the Lady Dusters lead by a score of 3-0. Sawyer Stockton brings the ball into the front court, passes over to Olvera, who loses it, gets it back, passes back to France. And Balko resets. 6:25 at the foul line is Freeman. Over to Stockton, bounce pass to France, hits her in the face, but she's able to recover. Now down to Stockton. Stockton down to Freeman on the block. The layup is good for Aspen Freeman. 3-2 the score now favor Beaver. 6:10 to go here in the first quarter. Stockton with the assist and Aspen Freeman with the basket. Zoe Weaver with the ball now. Passes back to Mills. Mills has the ball. Now over to King. King for three is off the front iron. No good. Rebound picked up by France. Coming back the other way now is Kendall France. Down to Trenum, back to France. Coach Johnson asking for the play to reset, and they do so. 5:45 to go now. Three-pointer from Trenum, off the iron, no good. Rebound loose, and picked up by King. King falls down, gets it to Weaver, however. Coming quickly back the other way is Mallory Schlesman. Schlesman into the front court. Takes a three-pointer, misses everything out of bounds, and is saved but to Olvera. Balko coming back the other way. Beaver with numbers back defensively, so Balko will slow down. 3-2 your score, 5:20 to go in the first quarter. Olvera has the ball dribbling between the circles, being guarded loosely by Looper. Over to Trenum, the ball is kicked, and it will remain with Balko. 5:12 to go here in the first quarter. 3-2 the score so far. Balko having difficulty really getting much set offensively. They have kind of an interesting strategy that they've been employing so far, is that they're bringing it into the foul line and then dishing it back out. But a lot of those foul line jumpers have been left open. Over to Stockton, give and goes, no good. Stockton misses the layup. King with the rebound, and Beaver will come back the other way. That's 3 point-blank misses for the Lady Bison in the first 3 minutes of the game. Zoe Weaver brings the ball into the front court, passes over to Schlesman. Schlesman now down to the wing. Looper holds the ball high above her head. Back to Weaver at the foul line, extended on the far side. Takes her dribble, utilizes the King screen. Running in on France now is Looper. Back to Weaver. Weaver's shot is blocked. Shot was blocked by Aspen Freeman. And it will be Beaver basketball inbounding on the baseline. Luso to the elbow. Jaden Mills with the jumper is no good. Rebounded by Aspen Freeman. Freeman has the ball being pressed heavily in the backcourt. Sawyer Stockton coming back the other way. Crossover dribble, brings it across the timeline over to Olvera. Olvera bringing it in, driving into the lane, passes out to Freeman, over to Stockton, passes deflected. Stockton driving in, the 10-footer is off the iron, no good, rebounded by King. Coming back the other way, ball's loose, picked up by Weaver, and into the front court now are the Lady Dusters. 1-on-4, I don't think Weaver cares. She will back out, wait for the offense, wide open, three-pointer for Schlesman is good. It's Mallory Schlesman with the three-pointers now 6-2. 3:55 to go here in the first quarter. Olvera brings the ball into the front court, passes deflected. Beaver's defense has been heavy and pressure-filled so far. Ball's knocked away and stolen by Weaver. Coming back the other way are the Lady Dusters. Weaver into the front court. Circles back out, passes over to King. King thought about the three, she traveled. King looked like she wanted to take the three-pointer. I don't think she realized the defense was there yet. And she ended up taking an extra step that she didn't need. Mainly Wirtz subbing into the game to replace Aspen Freeman. Balko will inbound on the far sideline. 3:36 to go here in the first quarter. 6-2, your score favor Beaver. Sawyer Stockton double teamed at the timeline. Back to Olvera. Olvera has the ball over to France. France thought about it, opted not to take it. Double team. Bounce pass is knocked away. Out of bounds off of Sydney Looper, and it will be Balko basketball on the far sideline. France inbounding in the front court to Olvera, who has it now dribbling between the circles. Over to Trenum to France. Now Maylee Wirtz on the wing to Trenum again. Trenum driving in. The shot is off the glass and good. Layup good for Madeline Trenum. Nice assist by Maylee Wirtz, and it's 6-4 favor Beaver. 3:05 to go here in the first quarter. In the front court, Zoe Weaver has it on the wing. Being guarded by France. Passes over to Looper. Looper has the ball dribbling between the circles now. Over to Schlesman on the far side. Three-pointer for Schlesman's off the front iron. No good. 32. Offensive rebound. Three-pointer good for Sydney Looper. And it's 9-4 favor Beaver. And Balko is going to have to do something about Beaver's three-point shooting. They're letting them have whatever they want. Ball is out of bounds off of Jaden Mills, and it will remain Balko basketball. 2:35 to go here in the first quarter. France inbounding to Olvera. Olvera to Stockton, bounce pass to France. France has the ball, backs it up just a little bit. Trenum calling for it, gets it at the foul line, back to France. Now over to Stockton. Sawyer Stockton for three. Back iron, no good. Rebound still loose, picked up by King. Coming back the other way are the Lady Dusters. And this is the kind of start that Balko could absolutely not afford. They're struggling on the offensive end, and Beaver's getting everything they want on the offensive end. Schlesman with the ball between the circles, being guarded by Olvera. Holding her off, passes over to Looper, now to Weaver on the near side. Fakes the pass, takes a couple dribbles, being guarded loosely by France. Backing France down into the paint. Bounce pass to King, layup is no good. Rebound is loose, out of bounds off of King, and it will be Balko basketball. Minute 47 to go here in the first quarter. 9-4 your score favor Beaver. Balko's trying to trade 2-point baskets for 3-point baskets, and that's not going to work. Full court press being employed by the Lady Dusters. A minute 40 to go into the front court now. Sawyer Stockton has the ball. Stockton over to Wirtz. Wirtz has it back to Stockton. Stockton holds the ball high overhead over to Trenum. Trenum driving across over to France, now to Olvera. Olvera circling back. Balko will reset, 90 seconds to go here in the first quarter. High pass to Stockton. Stockton can't get rid of it. Now to Trenum. Trenum has the ball in the paint, driving in. Shots off the glass, no good, out of bounds. Off of Beaver, it will be Balko basketball, a minute 21. Balko to inbound on their own baseline. Balko struggling to find any kind of identity on the offensive end. France has the ball. Inbounding to Stockton. Stockton driving in. The shot is no good, but she's fouled. Foul will be on Mallory Schlesman, her first personal foul, first team foul. And at the line for Balko will be Sawyer Stockton to shoot 2.
5 free throw, 2.
Stockton's first free throw is on the way. Around the rim and no good. One more free throw forthcoming for Sawyer Stockton. The sophomore's been an integral part of the team so far this season. Second free throw is off the back iron, also no good. She missed them both. And coming back the other way now are the Lady Dusters. So another empty possession for the Lady Bison. Into the front court now, Weaver has the free throw line extended, passing now down to the wing. Looper holds the ball overhead. Down to Weaver at the block, and she stepped out of bounds. So turnover for the Lady Dusters. It will be Balko basketball with a minute 4 to go here in the quarter. Inbound to Carolyn Olvera. Passes it back to France. Into the front court now with under a minute to play. Crossover dribble for Olvera over to France. France to Trenum, now to Stockton. Stockton driving in. Floater is no good. She gets her own rebound. Put back, and she's fouled by King. So the foul will be on Kirsten King, her first personal foul. And back to the line will be Sawyer Stockton for 2. Stockton 0 for 2 from the line so far. First free throw is on the way, and it's good. Into the game for Balko, Katie Sager replacing Maylee Wirtz. One more free throw forthcoming for Stockton. Shot is on the way, and it is good. So both free throws good that time for Stockton. It's now 9-6 with 45 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Into the front court, Zoe Weaver has the ball at the logo between the circles, dribbling. Eyeing what the defense is giving her. Bounce pass is off of King's leg and stolen by Sawyer Stockton. And Stockton traveled in the backcourt. That was kind of an awkward looking play. It looked like Stockton was looking to pass it, didn't have anyone to pass it to, and instead just kind of started running with it. Weaver at the free throw line, extended ball's knocked away by Olvera. Kid picks it back up, driving in. Additionally, we have a traveling violation. So both teams kind of moving a little bit faster than the game is letting them at this moment. From an awkward looking first quarter, 20 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Between the circles is France, hands off to Olvera with 6 seconds left to go at the elbow. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, goes by the double team. The three-pointer at the buzzer, no good. And that's the end of the first quarter with the score. Beaver 9, Balko 6. Balko Lady Bison basketball continue in just a moment. In this time when there's so much insecurity in the world, the one thing you need to be able to rely on is your financial situation. That's where the folks at Summit Wealth Strategies LLC come in. Located in Alva, Summit Wealth Strategies LLC specializes in tax, payroll, and financial management services designed to help folks in the Panhandle and northwestern Oklahoma handle whatever insecurities the world throws at us. Contact Van Johnson at 580-609-4880 and let him give you the financial security and peace of mind you need to make it through any situation. Summit Wealth Strategies LLC is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to the Duster Dome here in Beaver, Oklahoma, where the Balko Lady Bison trail the Beaver Lady Dusters by a score of 9-6. Balanced scoring for both teams. Jaden Mills, Sydney Looper, and Mallory Schlesman with 3 points apiece for the Lady Dusters, and for Balko, Madeline Trenum, Sawyer Stockton, and Aspen Freeman with 2 points apiece. That's about as even as you're going to get. A quick moving first quarter. Only a couple of fouls committed, and the ball stayed moving the whole time. So it was a quick first quarter. if Balko can figure out the offensive end of things, they've had shots and they've had opportunities. Beaver gets the ball to start the second quarter as Weaver brings the ball into the front court, passes over to Sydney Looper at the free throw line extended. Now down to the wing at the block. King has it. And we have a tie ball. Possession arrow favors Balko. So it will be a turnover on the first possession, and Balko will get possession of the ball. Kendall France looking to inbound on the baseline, does so to Olvera. Loose full court press being employed by the Lady Dusters. France has the ball now in the backcourt, approaching the timeline. She's double teamed there, trying to find someone. Does finally to Olvera. Olvera has the ball on the far side. Over to Caden Sager, back to Olvera. Olvera to France on the near side, now dribbling between the circles. Now down to the foul line is Trenum, over to Sager. Sager thought about the shot, opted not to take it back to France. Now over to Stockton. Stockton to Olvera. Olvera doubled over there, gets out of it, now to France. France has the ball in the paint, passes out to Stockton. Stockton for three, misses everything, and the rebound is by Zoe Weaver. Weaver coming back the other way for the Lady Dusters into the front court. 7:10 to go here in the first half. 9-6 your score, favor Beaver. Now on the wing is Schlesman. Schlesman passes back to Weaver now between the circles. Weaver holding the ball, driving in and out to the paint for the foul line. Down to the block now is Schlesman. Turnaround jumper from the block is good. Basket good for Mallory Schlesman. Tenchman with 5 now to lead all scores, and it's 11-6 favor Beaver. Trenum long outlet to Caden Sager. Sager going up, and we have a traveling violation. Not sure why Sager didn't take that layup herself. There was nobody in front of her, and she passed it off to Madeline Trenum, who traveled. So it's another turnover for the Lady Bison, and Beaver in danger of blowing this game out in the early going here. 11-6 your score, 6.5 to go here in the second quarter. Jaden Mills has the ball in the front court, passes over to Sydney Looper, now over to Weaver on the far line at the free throw line extended. Driving in now, back to Weaver. Weaver being guarded closely by Olvera. Nice defense by Carolyn Olvera on that one. Nice denial back. Three-pointer for Jaden Mills. No good. Offensive rebound. Ball is knocked out of bounds off of Olvera. It will be Beaver basketball. 6:07 to go here in the quarter. 11-6 your score. Subbing into the game for the Lady Bisons, Aspen Freeman replacing Caden Sager. Weaver looking to inbound. Does so to King on the block. The shot is off the glass. No good. Rebound loose. Picked up by Stockton. And we have people on the floor playing 4-on-5. France is still on the floor on the other end. Layup is good. And we have a timeout on the floor. And Kendall France is down and grabbing her knee. There was kind of a collision about 7 feet out from the basket, the basket that Beaver is shooting at, when they were going for the putback. And a lot of bodies got tangled. People kind of hit the floor, and France fell awkwardly. I think she's trying to see if she can put any weight on it right now. Struggling to get to the sideline, and walking with a heavy limp. And Maylee Wirtz will check into the game to replace Kendall France. The layup was good on the other end. It's 11-8, favor Beaver. So Balko taking an injury timeout. The basket was good by Sawyer Stockton. Stockton now with 4 points to lead Balko. So Zoe Weaver inbounds at the baseline now. And Sydney Looper will bring the ball across the timeline for the Lady Dusters. 5:41 to go here in the first half. Back to Weaver, back to Looper. Looper has the ball now at her hip, being guarded by Treno. Over to Weaver, and we have a foul on... We have an offensive foul called on Devin Porter. I'm sorry, on Mallory Schlesman. That'll be Schlesman's second personal foul. And she will remain in the game. 5.5 to go here in the first half. Kind of a sloppy play, but Balko retains possession. Three-pointer for Trenum. Bang! That's a Watonga Cheese Factory three-pointer. And we are tied up at 11 with 5:16 to go here in the first half. Crossover dribble for Weaver. Weaver bounces over to Looper. Looper passes now down to the wing. Jaden Mills has it, passes back now to Weaver at the free throw line, extended bounce pass to the elbow. Layup is good by Mallory Schlesman. 7 points for Schlesman, the lead back to 2 for the Lady Dusters, 13-11. Pass is deflected, but Stockton has it. Floater's no good. Rebound picked up by Weaver. Coming back the other way now for the Lady Dusters is Sydney Looper. Looper into the front court, 4:40 to go in the first half. Mallory Schlesman had the ball, passes back to Weaver. Over to King at the free throw line, extended ball knocked away, picks it back up. Ball still loose on the floor, and we have a tie ball. Possession arrow favors Beaver, I believe. It does. It'll be Lady Duster basketball. Inbounding on the sideline, 4.5 to go here in the first half, 13-11 the score. It is already a very different looking game than it was last time these two teams played. Balko's starting to get their offense on track just a little bit, and their defense is pretty well how it was after the first quarter of the last game. Bounce pass now to Looper. Looper has the ball, bringing it around the key, driving in now to Weaver. Weaver at the block, has the ball, double teamed over there. Passes out of it to Looper. Looper rolls the ball high overhead to the elbow. Jumper from Schlesman is around the rim and good. Three straight baskets for Schlesman. It's now 15-11. Favor Beaver. O'Vera has the ball in the front court with under 4 to go in the first half. Over to Trenum. Trenum has the ball, cross-court pass to Works. Works has it to Stockton. Stockton, cross-court pass to O'Vera. Beaver defense adjusting nicely. Works has the ball at the foul line, and she traveled. She was looking to get rid of the ball and didn't realize there was not a defender behind her and ended up taking an extra step. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 3:44 to go here in the first half. Beaver 15, Balko 11. Balko Lady Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Watauga Cheese Factory has been producing the finest cheese in Oklahoma and Texas for over 80 years. Locally owned and operated, the folks at Watauga Cheese Factory have been producing, have summer sausages, the best homemade cheddar cheeses in the region, spice pickles, homespun honey, and their famous cheese curds. Located in Perryton, Watauga Cheese Factory also has gift baskets and offer delivery options. Visit Watauga Cheese Factory at 2018 South Main Street in Perryton, or call them at 806-648-4310. Watauga Cheese Factory is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to the Duster Dome here in Beaver. 15-11 your score favored the Lady Dusters. Big news so far for the game. Kendall Francis out with an injury. Not sure the status or anything like that, but it looked to be quite painful. Weaver has the ball now on the far side over to Mills. Mills for three from the wing. No good. Rebounded by Stockton. Coming back the other way are the Lady Bison. Stockton racing into the front court over to Works. Mainly Works for three. Misses everything. Rebound by Carolyn O'Vera. O'Vera has it, passes back to Stockton. Stockton for three. Bang! That's a Watauga Cheese Factory three-pointer for Sawyer Stockton. It's now a 1-point game, 15-14, favor Beaver. 3:04 to go here in the first half. Into the front court is Looper. Looper passes over to Weaver at the wing. Wing thought about the three, opted not to take it. Passes back to Looper. Looper has the ball, bringing it around now. Takes the long three-pointer, and that's good. Three-point basket for Sydney Looper. Nobody guarding her. And it's 18-14 Beaver. 2:44 to go here in the first half. O'Vera into the front court, passes over to Works. Works thought about a long three-pointer. Opted not to take a pass over to O'Vera, back to Works. Works driving in. Stops, reverses course, back to O'Vera. O'Vera has the ball driving in. Ball's knocked away and stolen. Weaver has the ball. 3-on-3, Weaver into the front court, passes over to Looper. Looper for three, good. And the lead now up to 7. The Lady Dusters' largest lead of the game at 21-14, 2:15 to go here in the first half. Pass is deflected, Maley Works gets it, goes up for the shot, and it's no good, but there's a foul. The foul's on the floor. Foul's on Jaden Mills, her first personal foul, 4th team foul, and it will be Balko basketball. 2:08 to go here in the first half. 7-0 run for the Lady Dusters. Stockton has the ball, goes up for the shot, no good. Weird looking shot. O'Vera gets the offensive rebound, Balko reset. Free throw line jumpers, no good. Offensive rebound, no, and it's knocked away and stolen by Weaver, and then we have a foul. I think the foul is going to be on O'Vera. Foul is on Carolyn O'Vera, her first personal foul, first team foul. Looper has the ball and brings it across the timeline now with 1:50 to go here in the first half. Second quarter that's been dominated by the Lady Dusters. Driving in, wide open layup is good for Leslie Morales, and the inbound is deflected out of bounds. Stepping into the game now for the Lady Bison, Caden Sager, replacing Maylee Works. 9-0 run for the Lady Dusters from Beaver. Sawyer Stockton has the ball in the backcourt. Splits the triple team, passes over now to Olvera. Olvera crossover dribble, bringing it now to the center of the court with 90 seconds to go here in the quarter. Over to Caden Sager. Sager's three-pointers blocked by Weaver, but she gets her own back, passes back to Olvera. Olvera driving in. Over to Trenum. Trenum driving in now to the block. The layup is no good. Offensive rebound by Freeman. Putback is good. And that ends a 9-0 run for the Lady Dusters. 23-16 favor Beaver with 1:07 to go here in the first half. Over to Looper, who has the ball at the free throw line extended, holds out by high overhead now down to the lane. Mills has it. Over to Weaver now between the circles. Now on the far side, three-pointer, and that's good. Third three-pointer of the quarter for Sydney Looper, and the lead's now up to 10 at 26-16. Aspen Freeman has the ball, 12-foot jumper for Freeman's off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Weaver, and it will be Beaver basketball. It looks like they're going to be content to run some clock now. 12-2 run for the Lady Dusters here. Since the score was tied at 11, it's been 15-5. And Balko has no life on either end of the floor, offensively or defensively. Mallory Schlesman with the ball, takes it to the far side of the free throw line extended, met there by Olvera, holds the ball up overhead. Passes back to Looper. Looper has the ball. Long three-pointer. Offensive foul called on number 34, Jaden Mills. So that'll be a turnover, and it will be Balko basketball with 11.6 to go here in the first half. Balko needing to get something to build on because right now they don't have much at all going for them in this quarter. Inbounding into the backcourt, Olvera has the ball with under 8 now to go. Driving on, has the ball stolen. Weaver's coming back the other way, driving in 3 seconds, 2 seconds, going up. The layup is no good at the buzzer, and that's the end of the first half with the score. Balko 26, Beaver 26, Balko 16. Balko Lady Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Watauga Cheese Factory has been producing the finest cheese in Oklahoma and Texas for over 80 years. Locally owned and operated, the folks at Watauga Cheese Factory have summer sausages, the best homemade cheddar cheeses in the region, spiced pickles, homespun honey, and their famous cheese curds. Located in Perryton, Watauga Cheese Factory also has gift baskets and offer delivery options. Visit Watauga Cheese Factory, 2018 South Main Street in Perryton, or call them at 806-648-4310. Watauga Cheese Factory is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Casey Cowan Custom Haying services the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles for all of your haying needs. From swathing and baling to hay sales for cattle and horses, Casey Cowan Custom Haying is the best option for your farm and ranch needs. Contact Casey Cowan at 580-628-7464. That's 580-628-7464 for all of your haying and hay service needs. Casey Cowan Custom Haying is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Crossroads Express is your one-stop shop for your convenience store and gas needs. Located at the intersection of Highways 412 and 83 at Bryan's Corner, Crossroads Express features a wide variety of ice-cold fountain drinks, candy, snacks. As a proud vendor of Cajun salsa and pickles, as well as Watauga cheese. And Crossroads Express gas station has your gas and diesel for your farm and off-road vehicle needs. Crossroads Express also has a gift shop featuring novelty and one-of-a-kind gifts and souvenirs. Call 580-361-2529 for your call-in orders and let the folks at Crossroads Express take care of you. Crossroads Express is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Panhandle living is hard, and with our scorching summers and frigid winters, if your heat or air isn't working, it can get even harder. Let the fine folks at Tri-State Heating and Air help you make it through the seasons in comfort. Licensed and insured for over 20 years, Bryce Sager and the folks at Tri-State Heating and Air are well equipped to handle your HVAC, air and refrigeration, and heating needs. Locally owned and operated, Tri-State Heating and Air understand the unique needs of folks in the Panhandle. Contact them at 580-525-1820 and let Tri-State Heating and Air make your home or business more comfortable. Tri-State Heating and Air is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. In this time when there's so much insecurity in the world, the one thing you need to be able to rely on is your financial situation. That's where the folks at Summit Wealth Strategies LLC come in. Located in Alva, Summit Wealth Strategies LLC specializes in tax, payroll, and financial management services designed to help folks in the Panhandle and northwestern Oklahoma handle whatever insecurities the world throws at us. Contact Van Johnson at 580-609-4880 and let him give you the financial security and peace of mind you need to make it through any situation. Summit Wealth Strategies LLC is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome to the Casey Cowan Custom Haying Halftime Report live from the Duster Dome here in Beaver, where the Balko Lady Bison trail the Beaver Lady Dusters by a score of 26-16. The second quarter was the Sydney Looper Show, 4 of 4 from three-point range for 12 points. She is the leading scorer, 9 points for Mallory Schlesman, 5 points for Jaden Mills. And that's the 26 points for Beaver. For Balko, Sawyer Stockton with 5, Sawyer Stockton with 7, Madeline Trunham with 5, and Aspen Freeman with 4. And that's it for the scoring for Balko. For the Lady Bison, Balko shooting only 26% from the floor, and they are 2 of 8 from three-point range. They're also 2 of 4 from the free throw line. For the Lady Dusters, they're shooting 48% from the floor, including 50% from three-point range. They're 6 of 12 from range, and they are doing a number from behind the line. And Beaver ended the quarter on a 10-0 run and a 15-5 stretch for the Lady Dusters that made things very difficult for the Lady Bison here in the second quarter. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will have the second half action live from the Duster Dome here in Beaver, Oklahoma, where the Balko Lady Bison trail the Beaver Lady Dusters 26-16. Balko Lady Bison basketball continue in just a moment.
Mr. Vaughn, how do we get to the boys' game?
And he shot 73%.
Wrong way.
Welcome back to the Casey Cowan Custom Haying halftime show live from the Duster Dome here in Beaver, Oklahoma, where the Balko Lady Bison trail the Beaver Lady Dusters by a score of 26-16. The first quarter was good. It was the second quarter where things really just kind of fell apart and the wheels fell off for the Lady Bison. And so now Balko's in the unenviable position of having to really press offensively against a team that thrives off of opponents pressing on them. And so now they're going to have to play the game the Beaver wants them to play. However, the Lady Bison do have shooters that can hit from range, if they're able to get the shots to fall. And so it's not an insurmountable lead by any means. Balko can score points, and they can do it in a hurry, and we've seen it this year. But the question is, can they do it against a defense as stout as the Lady Dusters? So we're about ready to have the start of the second half. Balko will have the ball to start the third quarter. And Balko's got to score in bunches, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Right now, all of the momentum is firmly on the side of the Lady Dusters. A score of note at halftime, Leedy leads Kremlin Hillsdale 32-15. And so the loser of today's match will play the loser of the game between Leedy and Kremlin Hillsdale. Leedy is well in front of that game. And Leedy is a very, very, very good team, so I don't necessarily see that result changing. These two teams are actually pretty even. And so I can see Balko coming back and making a run in the second half. But they're going to have to do it quick. So Beaver will inbound on the far side. Kendall France is back in the game, which is a good thing. See the official over there asking her if she's okay, kind of checking to see what happened. France sustained a knee injury halfway through the second quarter. France has the ball now down to the block. The ball is knocked away by Sydney Looper. Sydney Looper is playing out of her mind in this game. She's having an absolutely terrific game. France to inbound on the baseline, looking for somebody. This over to Olvera. Olvera, wide open three. Bang! That's a Watonga Cheese Factory three-pointer. And that's how you want to start the half if you're the Lady Bison. 26-19 your score favor Beaver. 7:40 to go here in the third quarter. Weaver has the ball in the front court now, being guarded loosely by Trenum. Passes over to Looper, now down to the wing. Mills has it, back to King, over to Looper. Looper for three. Bang! That's a three-pointer for Sydney Looper. Sydney Looper with the responsory three-pointer. The ball is knocked away and stolen tie ball. Possession arrow favors Beaver. It will be a turnover. France is really laboring out there on that knee. But they really need her leadership on the floor right now. Weaver looking to inbound. DeSoto Looper. Looper's jumper is good. Sydney Looper is red hot. Looper with 17 points. And it's 31-19. Favor Beaver. Bounce pass is knocked away and stolen. Weaver coming the other way. Shots no good. She's fouled by Kendall France. So Balko just cannot stop the Lady Dusters right now. Zoe Weaver at the line to shoot two. First free throws on the way. Off the back iron and no good. One more forthcoming for Weaver. Weaver with the ball. Second free throws on the way, and that's good. And that is Weaver, believe it or not, that is Weaver's first point of the game, which is scary given what the result is. Ball is knocked away and stolen again. Schlesman driving back in. Shot is good. Oh, they're going to say the foul's on the floor instead of fouls before the shot. So the foul's on Sawyer Stockton. So that'll be her first personal foul, second team foul. Beaver to inbound on the baseline. Over to Mills. Mills has the ball. Driving into the paint. Now goes around Freeman, and Freeman reaches in and fouls. So the foul will be on Aspen Freeman, and Jaden Mills will be at the line to shoot two. That's Freeman's first personal foul. Three team fouls. Three team fouls in the first 66 seconds of the quarter. First free throw from Mills is up and good. And this game's starting to get out of hand. Second free throw is off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Aspen Freeman. Full court press being employed by the Lady Dusters. Olvera has the ball, and finally Balko gets into the front court. Trenum has the ball, cross-court pass over to France. France being guarded by Weaver, passes over to Olvera. Olvera has the ball driving in, over to Trenum, now to Stockton. Stockton driving in. The shot over King is up and good. Basket good for Sawyer Stockton. We have a timeout on the floor called by Coach Johnson. We'll take it with him. 6:32 to go here in the the third quarter. 33-21, your score favor Beaver. Balko Lady Bites basketball continue in just a moment. Crossroads Express is your one-stop shop for your convenience store and gas needs, located at the intersection of highways 412 and 83 at Bryan's Corner. Crossroads Express features specialty deli items like Louisiana meat pies, crawfish pies, boudin, as well as corn dogs, and everyone's favorite beef and bean burritos. And Crossroads Express gas station has your gas and diesel needs that you will need to make it a road trip. Call 580-361-2529 for your calling orders and let the folks at Crossroads Express take care of you. Crossroads Express is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. 6:32 to go here in the third quarter. 33-21 favor Beaver. And this game was tied at 11 at one point. And since it is 22-10 favor Beaver, they've just absolutely taken over the offensive pressure and defensive pressure. Zoe Weaver's going to go coast to coast, and the layup is good. Just went right down the middle. Nobody bothered to pick her up. Pass to France now, still in the backcourt. 6:16 to go here in the third quarter. Into the front court now. Pass is knocked away and by King, deflected out of bounds, and it will remain Balko basketball. They'll inbound on the sideline in front of their bench. 14-point lead for the Lady Dusters. Inbound to Olvera near the timeline. Being guarded out there by Looper. Over to Stockton. Stockton has the ball, double team to the free throw line, extended over to Olvera. Olvera thought about the three, opted not to. Freeman has the ball. Shot is blocked by King. Loose on the floor now, picked up by the Lady Dusters, coming back the other way. Mallory Schlesman with the rebound. Over to Zoe Weaver. 5:50 to go here in the third quarter. Crossover dribble for Weaver over to Mills. Mills back to Weaver. Weaver at the elbow. Backing it back out. Utilizes the Schlesman screen, now dribbling between the circles. 5:35. Over to Sydney Looper. Looper has the ball. And Looper, I don't think, has missed it all tonight. She's made some pretty wild shots. Driving in is King all the way in. She's fouled on the shot. Fouls on Aspen Freeman, her second personal foul. And Kirsten King will be at the line to shoot two for the Lady Dusters. 5:25 to go here in the third quarter. First free throw is off the back iron, no good. 14 fouls for Balko in the first 2.5 minutes of this quarter. And this is the kind of thing that they really need to avoid, is picking up a lot of cheap fouls. Second free throw from King is also off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Stockton. Stockton coming into the front court. Up to France. France has the ball. She is shot is blocked, but she was fouled on the shot. Foul is on Jaden Mills. I think that's her second personal foul. Third personal foul. First team foul in the second half, and at the line for the Lady Bison will be Kendall France. First free throw from Kendall is on the way and good. 35-22 the score. Second free throw is off the back iron, no good. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Schlesman. 13-point lead for the Lady Dusters and the ball. 5:13 to go here in the third quarter. Bring the ball into the front court is Schlesman, being guarded loosely by Trenum. Over to Weaver. Weaver being guarded by France at the free throw line extended. Utilizing the King screen, drives all the way in. Shot is no good, and there's a foul. The foul is on Kendall France. That'll be her second personal foul. 5 team fouls already, and at the line will be Zoe Weaver to shoot two. Weaver's first free throw is up off the back iron and no good. Second free throw is up, and that is good. So Weaver's 2 of 4 from the line. It's a 14-point lead, 36-22. Full court press being employed by the Lady Dusters. Freeman has the ball in the backcourt. Passes over to Stockton, now to France in the front court finally. Circling around, being doubled near the logo. Over to Trenum, now down to Freeman. Freeman's layup is good. Aspen Freeman with the layup from the block. That was good. It's now 36-24. Balko trying desperately to chip back into this lead, but every time they score a basket, Beaver also scores a basket. Just like that, layup is good for Zoe Weaver. Balko can't seem to make any headway. Aspen Freeman with the ball, doubled in the backcourt, trying to get rid of it. Bounce pass cross court to Stockton. Balko needs to hurry to get it across the line. Stockton does so finally. Splitting a double team, bounce pass over to Olvera. Olvera thought about the jumper, opted not to. Driving into King. The floater misses everything. Rebound by Mallory Schlesman. Coming back the other way now are the Lady Dusters. Into the front court is Schlesman. Crossover dribble by Trenum. Over to Looper. Looper thought about it, opted not to take it. Not sure why. She can't seem to miss today. Looper now all the way back on the logo, dribbling in the circle. Being guarded by Stockton. Holds the ball up overhead, passes down to King. King being guarded by Freeman. Driving in on Freeman. The layup is good for Kirsten King. It's now a 16-point game at 40-24. Olvera cross-court pass to France in the backcourt. France stops short of the timeline. The ball's knocked away and stolen. Coming back the other way for the Lady Dusters is Jaden Mills. Mills bounce pass to Schlesman. Schlesman for three over Trenum. Is off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Weaver. Bounce pass to Looper. Looper thought about it. There was nobody guarding her. Brings it back out. And Beaver will reset. Weaver now at the wing. Driving in on Olvera. Loses it off her foot. Picks it back up. Over to Schlesman. Schlesman driving in. Splits a double team and there's a foul. A reaching foul on Carolyn Olvera. That'll be her second personal foul. Oh, correction. They're going to call that on Kendall France.
Never mind. Foul, come on. And it wasn't on the shot.
Okay, so they're going to say the foul was on the floor. So it's 16 fouls, and Beaver will be shooting free throws for the rest of the game after this. Weaver looking to inbound, and we have a 5-second violation on the inbound. Weaver couldn't find anybody open, so it'll be a turnover and Balko basketball. 3:11 remaining here in the third quarter, 16-point deficit for the Lady Bison. After working so hard in the first quarter, everything just really fell apart after that for Balko. Olvera has the ball passed over to Trenum. Trenum for three, shot is blocked. Ball's out of bounds off of Caden Sager, and it will be Beaver basketball. Under 3 now to go here in the third quarter. A loud discussion going on between Coach Johnson and one of the officials. He's disagreeing with one of the calls, but the officials made the call, so there it is. In the front court is Schlesman, now passes over to Mills. Mills to Weaver. Weaver backing Sager down out to King. King loses control, gets it back, passes out now to Looper. Looper hesitation dribble, passes out to Schlesman. Schlesman driving in, shots off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Sawyer Stockton, coming back the other way for the Lady Bison. Pass is tall, almost too tall for Olvera. She's able to save it though. Now down to the block. Sager has it driving in. Trenum's layup is no good. In and out. Gets her own rebound though. Shot is put back is no good. And there's a foul on the floor. Or on the shot rather. The foul is going to be on Kirsten King. That'll be her second personal foul, second team foul. And at the line for Balko will be Madeline Trenum to shoot 2. First free throws on the way. Around the rim and no good. Balko can't buy a basket, whether of the free throw variety or the field goal variety, to save their life right now. Trenum's second free throw is up. Around the rim also no good. Missed them both. Rebound by Sydney Looper, and she's walking it up the court. Met at the timeline by Olvera, bringing it around. Down to the wing, dishes it off to Schlesman. Schlesman holds the ball, hesitation dribble, driving in. We have a screen, no good. Rebound by King. Ball's loose on the floor. Tie ball. Possession arrow favors Balko. So it will be Balko basketball. 2:02 to go here in the third quarter. 40-24 favor the Lady Dusters. Beaver outscoring Balko by 6 in this quarter. Sawyer Stockton has the ball, brings it into the front court. Emily Trenum has the ball now over to Olvera. Olvera doubled on the wing. Passes Stockton, thought about the three-pointer, didn't take it. Back to Olvera, now over to Sager. Stockton thought about it, okay, no, Emily Trenum's got it now, holding it high above her head. Over to Madeline Trenum. Trenum, long pass back to Olvera. Balko reset with 1:35 to go here in the third quarter. Driving in now is Emily Trenum. Shots off the glass, no good. And a foul called on King. That'll be King's third personal foul. Third team foul, and at the line for the Lady Bison will be Emily Trenum. the freshman yet to score in this game so far. First free throw is up, and it is good. Minute 31 to go here in the third quarter. 40-25 your score favor Beaver. Second free throw from Trenham is up, and it's also good. So two for two from the line for Trenham, and it's now a 14-point game. 40-26 favor the Lady Dusters. Bring the ball into the front court. Mallory Schlesman. Coach Looper signaling the play from the sideline for the Lady Dusters over to Weaver. Weaver now down to King on the block. The layup is no good. Tie possession on the rebound. Possession arrow favors Beaver, and it will be the Lady Dusters basketball with a minute 14 to go here in the third quarter. Weaver to do the inbounding honors. You saw Looper wide open layup, no good. Maybe that's the key. Just don't guard her inside the three-point line. This ball is stolen by Weaver. Looper with the ball, circling around. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Stockton. Coach Johnson imploring her to run. Stockton driving all the way in, shots off the glass and good. Coast to coast for Sawyer Stockton. It's now a 12-point game, 40-28 with 50 to go here in the third quarter. Weaver bringing the ball now into the front court. Crossover dribble on Sager over to Schlesman. Schlesman thought about the jumper, opted not to take a bounce pass. King layup is good. 42-28. Your score favor Beaver. Half a minute to go here in the third quarter. Cross-court pass to Emily Trenham, who's driving in now. Over to Caden Sager for three. Misses everything. Rebound. Looper grabs it. Coming back the other way now. For the Lady Dusters, ball's knocked away. Out of bounds by Olvera, and it will remain Beaver basketball with 18.6 to go here in the third quarter. I'm sitting here thinking about it right now. I don't think Balko has scored back-to-back baskets in this game. I think every basket that they have scored has been responded, and the next possession is when it was responded. I don't think Balko's had back-to-back scoring possessions. Ball loose on the floor with 5 to go. 4, 3, long three-pointer from King off the top of the glass, no good. And that's the end of the third quarter with your score. Beaver 42, Balko 28. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with the Tri-State Heating and Air third quarter recap. Balko Lady Bites of basketball continue in just a moment. Panhandle living is hard, and with our scorching summers and frigid winters, if your heating or air isn't working, it can make life even harder. Let the fine folks at Tri-State Heating and Air help you make it through the seasons in comfort. Licensed and insured for over 20 years, Bryce Sager and the folks at Tri-State Heating and Air are well equipped to handle your HVAC, air refrigeration, and heating needs. Locally owned and operated, Tri-State Heating and Air understand the unique needs of folks in the Panhandle. Contact them at 580-525-1820 and let Tri-State Heating and Air make your home or business more comfortable. Tri-State Heating and Air is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to the Duster Dome here in Beaver, Oklahoma, where the Beaver Lady Dusters lead the Balko Lady Bison by a score of 42-28. Sydney Looper leading the way with 17 points for the Lady Dusters. Mallory Schlesman with 6. Jaden Mills also with 6, and Kirsten King with 4. For Balko, Sawyer Stockton leading the way with 11. Aspen Freeman with 6. Madeline Trenham with 5. Carolyn Olvera has 3, and Kendall France has 1. Balko shooting 28.6% so far in the game and are just 3 of 11 from three-point range. Meanwhile, for Beaver, they are shooting 41% from the floor, including 47% for three-point range. They're 7 of 15 for the game. Balko has the ball, will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. The Lady Bison, I said it earlier, they've got to make a big run. They've got to make a big run. They have to do it now. Loser of this game will play the loser of the match between Leedy and Kremlin Hillsdale. Bounce pass is loose on the floor, picked up by Olvera. Kremlin Hillsdale trailing Leedy by a score of 55-26 after 3 quarters. Ball is knocked away by Weaver out of bounds. I'm not sure what's going on with Caden Sager. It's like she has no confidence. She has the ball and wide open lanes to the basket and is not taking them. Sager looking to inbound, nobody's moving, can't find anyone. Long outlet to Olvera, way out by the logo. Has it now between the circles and is being double teamed loosely out there. Over to Sager, Sager has the ball over to Trenham. Trenham now to Sawyer Stockton. Stockton for 3, in and out, no good, rebound by King. Coming back the other way now are the Lady Dusters. Sydney Looper has the ball now, bringing it into the front court for Beaver. 7:20 to go in the ball game. Crossover dribble being guarded by Olvera over to Schlesman. Schlesman has the ball, Met out there at the foul line, extended now down to the elbow. Over to the wing, three-pointer for Looper is good. That's 5 3-pointers for Looper. And the lead is now up to 17 at 45-28. Pass into the front court. Sager has the ball. A lot of contact, no foul called. Ball is stolen. King has it coming back the other way. Looper has the ball now in the front court. Crossover dribble being guarded by Olvera. Over to Mills. Mills across the lane. Being double teamed at the foul line. Back to Schlesman. Schlesman bringing it now back between the circles, and Beaver will reset the offense. 6.5 to go in the ball game. 17-point lead for the Lady Dusters. And Beaver in no hurry to do anything. Turnaround is good for Zoe Weaver. Now the largest lead of the game at 19 for the Lady Dusters, 47-28. Into the front court. Sawyer Stockton has it, driving all the way in on King. The layup is good. First basket of the quarter for the Lady Bison. They have a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 6:09 to go in the ball game. Balko trailing Beaver 47-30. Balko Lady Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Casey Cowan Custom Haying services the Oklahoma and Texas Panhandles for all of your haying needs. From swathing and baling to hay sales for cattle and horses, Casey Cowan Custom Haying is the best option for your farm and ranch needs. Contact Casey Cowan at 580-628-7464 for all of your haying and hay service needs. Casey Cowan Custom Haying is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. In this time when there's so much insecurity in the world, the one thing you need to be able to rely on is your financial situation. That's where the folks at Summit Wealth Strategies LLC come in. Located in Alva, Summit Wealth Strategies LLC specialize in tax, payroll, and financial management services designed to help the folks in the Panhandle in northwestern Oklahoma handle whatever insecurities the world throws at us. Contact Van Johnson at 580-609-4880 and let him give you the financial security and peace of mind you need to make it through any situation. Summit Wealth Strategies LLC is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to the Duster Dome here in Beaver, where the Beaver Lady Dusters are absolutely dominating the Balko Lady Bison. 47-30 your score, and the Lady Dusters have the ball. Zoe Weaver to do the inbounding from the baseline. Do so in the corner to Schlesman. Schlesman has the ball, gets it back to Weaver. Weaver brings it across the timeline. Dribbling around Sager, bounce pass to the block, wide open layup for Jaden Mills is good, and lead back to 19, 49-30. Into the front court now is Caden Sager. Sager almost walked, and she did walk. Into the game for the Lady Bison is Maylee Words replacing Caden Sager. Beaver to inbound on the far sideline in the backcourt with 5:50 to go in the ball game. Weaver with the ball, brings it across the timeline, being guarded by Stockton. Driving in at the elbow now, has the ball, bounce pass to Schlesman. Schlesman holds the ball high over her head, being guarded by Trenum, utilizing the Weaver screen. Brings it back out now between the circles, and they'll reset. Over to Looper. Looper has the ball, utilizing the King screen. Back all the way near the timeline. Crossover dribble, goes around Olvera, hands it off now to Mills. Mills with the ball, utilizing again the Weaver screen. Nice defense by Wirtz. Over now to Weaver. Weaver has the ball now. 5:15 to go in the ball game. 49-30. Crossover dribble for Weaver, being guarded again by Madeline Trenum. Goes around Trenum, driving all the way in. The shot for the block is no good, but she's fouled on the shot. I think the foul's on Maylee Wirtz. Foul's on Maylee Wirtz. That'll be her, I believe, second personal foul. So Zoe Weaver at the line. Second free throw is up and good. So 1 of 2 for Weaver, and the lead now up to 20 at 50-30. 5 minutes exactly to go in the ball game. Carolyn Olvera has the ball now, dribbling between the circles, being guarded out there by Mallory Schlesman. Now down to the free throw line over to Stockton. Stockton thought about the jumper, opted not to take a cross-court pass to Trenum. Emily Trenum for 3, off the iron, no good. Rebound loose, and we have a foul on the floor. And the foul will be on Maylee Wirtz. That'll be her second personal foul. 18 fouls. I think they're trying to determine if it's a 1-and-1 because it was a loose ball foul. I don't know that there is a 1-and-1, although there may be. I'm not sure. Yeah, the ball's going back to the baseline, so I think they're going to determine that it was a loose ball foul. And that's exactly what the officials explained to Coach Looper right now, is that it was a loose ball foul. And so there's not going to be free throws on that one. 4:44 to go in the ball game. Still discussion going on. It should be Beaver basketball. Well, it will be Beaver basketball on the baseline. And the officials are going to confer again. And now they're going to say that it is 1-and-1. I think Coach Johnson's just over there on the sideline like, whatever. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good for Jaden Mills. So another free throw forthcoming. 51-30 the score. Second free throw's off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Stockton. Lady Bison coming quickly back the other way. Stockton driving in. Ball knocked away by Looper. Picked up by Olvera. Over to Trenum. Trenum driving all the way in. Shot over King is off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Schlesman. It will be Beaver basketball. 4.5 to go. 51-30. And since the game was tied at 11, Beaver has outscored Balko 40 to 19. Shot is blocked by Trenum, but the Lady Dusters retain control. Looper now with the ball between the circles. Aspen Freeman set to check back into the game at the halfway point here of the fourth quarter. Schlesman dribbling, being guarded by Madeline Trenum. Crossover dribble, hands it off to Weaver. Weaver has the ball now, and we have a foul away from the ball. And the foul is on Emily Trenum. Have a timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with him. And it looks like Coach Johnson's about to give the official Coach Johnson is giving the official some what for. She is really going after the official, trying to figure out what's going on. She is livid. I don't think I've ever seen Coach Johnson this upset on the sideline. Assistant Coach Regier is taking the huddle, and Coach Johnson is really going after the official. And I don't know what's being said, but he's standing to his benefit. He is standing there and taking it. She is really, really going after him. I feel like she's trying to draw a technical foul, and the official wasn't fixing to give it to her. Coach Johnson just shaking her head, incredulous right now. So at the line for Beaver will be Kirsten King to shoot 1-and-1. Front end is good, so there'll be one more free throw forthcoming. 52-30 your score, 3:53 to go in the ball game. And Leedy has defeated Kremlin Hillsdale by a final of 67-29, as the second free throw from King is also good. So Balko will be playing Kremlin Hillsdale on Monday at 6 p.m. in Leedy. Freeman has the ball. Shot is blocked by King. And we got some people over here that are really, really getting vocal with the officiating. Mallory Schlesman with the ball, passes over to Weaver now between the circles. Crossover dribble. Bounce pass to the free throw line. And Beaver's just going to be content to run clock here. Weaver has the ball now, being guarded by Sawyer Stockton, now by the timeline, passing over to Schlesman. Schlesman has the ball, guarded by Trenum. Spin move, passes back out. We'll give it back to Weaver. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Weaver penetrates, pulls it back out. Driving in now. And Beaver, I suspect Beaver's just killing clock at this point. Mallory Schlesman circles back out, passes to Weaver between the circle, and Beaver will reset. 2:37 to go in the ball game. 53-30 your score. Crossover dribble. Weaver still has it being guarded by Stockton. Over to Schlesman. Schlesman has the ball now, driving in around the top of the key. Crossover dribble being guarded by Trenum. 2:20 to go. Ball's knocked on the floor and stolen. And we have, I think it was a tie ball. Foul is on Mallory Schlesman. I actually don't know that I saw a foul on that. But the foul's on Mallory Schlesman. That's her third personal foul, fourth team foul, and it will be Balko basketball. Down 23 with 2:15 remaining. Trenum passes over to Olvera. Olvera driving in, goes around King, shots blocked out of bounds, gets her own rebound. Back to Stockton. Stockton thought about the jumper, opted not to take it. Heavy contact, more heavy contact. We have a blocking foul on the floor. Foul is on Kirsten King. I think that'll be 4 on King. That is 4 personal fouls on King. And at the line for the Lady Bison will be Sawyer Stockton to shoot 2. Stockton 2 of 4 from the line. First free throw is around the rim and falls through. 53-31 your score favor Beaver. Just over 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Second free throw is up. Around the rim, no good. Rebounded by Looper. And Lady Dusters coming back the other way. Crossover dribble. Weaver brings it across the timeline now. Well, it's knocked away. We have a foul on the floor. Hard contact. People all over going to help Weaver up. That was a pretty hefty contact. Foul's on Carolyn Olvera. That'll be her third personal foul. 10 team fouls, and Zoe Weaver will be at the line to shoot 2. Oh, no, that's her second personal foul. There, Weaver at the line. First free throw's off the back iron, no good. Weaver not having a particularly good game offensively. She's making a lot of things happen. And it's certainly an integral part of this game for the Lady Dusters. But offensively, she's not making a whole heck of a lot happen. Second free throw is up and good. Leading now up to 23. Coach Looper imploring no fouls from her team. A minute 48, driving in. Stockton's shot is no good. Rebounded by Jaden Mills. Coming back the other way are the Lady Dusters. Beaver has dominated this game in every way possible. And it's shown. And I would imagine that Beaver's going to have to play. I want to say Beaver's going to have to play leading next. Ball's knocked away by Olvera. Picked up by Freeman, coming back the other way now, driving all the way in. We have a shot that's no good, gets her own rebound. Put back also no good. Rebound still offensive rebound. Sawyer Stockton throws it away. And Mallory Schlesman has the ball. A minute 7 to go here in the ball game. 54-31 the score. Mallory Schlesman brings it across the timeline for the Lady Dusters. Over to Sydney Looper. Looper crossover dribble, driving in, going across the lane. And yes, I think Beaver's just gonna run clock. Weaver with the ball, avoids the contact. Ball's knocked away, and we have a foul. Foul is on Sawyer Stockton. That's her second personal foul. And Zoe Weaver will be at the line to shoot 2. First free throw is up and good. Into the game for the Lady Dusters, for the Lady Bison, Caden Sager and Maylee Wirtz, replacing Emily Trenum and Madeline Trenum. Free throw is up. No good. Rebounded by Freeman. Coming back the other way now are the Lady Bison. Free throw line jumper misses everything. Ball's out of bounds. Off of Beaver, and it will remain Balko basketball. 39.6 seconds left to go here in the ball game. So Balko will play Crumlin Hillsdale on Monday at 6 o'clock in Leedy. The Balko boys will be playing let's see, I'll need to look. We have a tie possession. Possession arrow favors Beaver.
Oh man, I was really hoping we would.
Okay. The Balko boys will play the winner of the match between Timberlake and Leedy. Okay, there's 20 seconds left to go in the ball game. Crossover dribble. And the countdown's on. 10 seconds left to go in the ball game. And they're just going to hold it. Players are congratulating each other. And that's the ball game with your final score, Beaver 55, Balko 31. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We will have the Crossroads Express post-game report, followed by the conclusion of today's game. Balko Lady Bison basketball continuing in just a moment. Watonga Cheese Factory has been producing the finest cheese in Oklahoma and Texas for over 80 years. Locally owned and operated, the folks at Watonga Cheese Factory have summer sausages, the best homemade cheddar cheeses in the region, spiced pickles, homespun honey, and their famous cheese curds. Located in Perryton, Watonga Cheese Factory also has gift baskets and offer delivery options. Visit Watonga Cheese Factory at 2018 South Main Street in Perryton, or call them at 806-648-4310. Watonga Cheese Factory is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Casey Cowan Custom Haying services the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles for all of your haying needs. From swathing and baling to hay sales for cattle and horses, Casey Cowan Custom Haying is the best option for your farm and ranch needs. Contact Casey Cowan at 580-628-7464 for all of your haying and hay service needs. Casey Cowan Custom Haying is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Crossroads Express is your one-stop shop for your convenience store and gas needs, located at the intersection of highways 412 and 83 at Bryan's Corner. Crossroads Express features a wide variety of ice-cold fountain drinks, candy, snacks, and is a proud vendor of Cajun salsa and pickles, as well as Watonga cheese. And the Crossroads Express gas station has your gas and diesel for your farm and off-road needs. Crossroads Express also has a gift shop featuring novelty and one-of-a-kind gifts and souvenirs. Call 580-361-2529 for your call-in orders, and let the folks at Crossroads Express take care of you. Crossroads Express is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Panhandle living is hard, and with our scorching summers and frigid winters, if your heating or air isn't working, it can get even harder. Let the fine folks at Tri-State Heating and Air help you make it through the seasons in comfort. Licensed and insured for over 20 years, Bryce Sager and the folks at Tri-State Heating and Air are well equipped to handle your HVAC, air and refrigeration, and heating needs. Locally owned and operated, Tri-State Heating and Air understand the unique needs of folks in the Panhandle. Contact them at 580-525-1820 and let Tri-State Heating and Air make your home or business more comfortable. Tri-State Heating and Air is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. In this time when there's so much insecurity in the world, the one thing you need to be able to rely on is your financial situation. That's where the folks at Summit Wealth Strategies LLC come in. Located in Alva, Summit Wealth Strategies LLC specializes in tax, payroll, and financial management services designed to help the folks in the Panhandle in northwestern Oklahoma handle whatever insecurities the world throws at us. Contact Van Johnson at 580-609-4880 and let him give you the financial security and peace of mind you need to make it through any situation. Summit Wealth Strategies LLC is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. We're watching the Crossroads Express post-game show where the Balko Lady Bison have fallen to the Beaver Lady Dusters by a score of 55-31. For the Lady Bison, Sawyer Stockton led the way by 14 points, 6 for Aspen Freeman and 5 for Madeline Trenum. For the Lady Dusters, Sydney Looper had 20, Zoe Weaver had 11, and Jaden Mills had 9. We want to thank everybody for joining us on today's broadcast. I want to give a special thank you to Cadence Vaughn for running our camera today, and for Carter Pickett and Jared Pinkard for keeping stats for us. I want to once again thank our sponsors, Squirtle, Watonga Cheese Factory, Crossroads Express, Casey Cowan Custom Haying, Summit Wealth Strategies LLC, and Tri-State Heating and Air. On behalf of Balko School Administration and the Balko Bison Sports Network, this is David Vaughn reminding you that no amount of success can compensate for failure in the home. Make sure that you let your family know each and every day just how much you love them. Until next time, take care and God bless.